So the 57 Chevy won't move right now under its own power. Tranny's pretty shot. So Tim is adding Lucas transmission marvelous mystery oil or something. The tranny is not currently working at all. So Tim is adding some Lucas transmission oil. See if we can get it to move. Carburetor is definitely way better. This is pretty thick fluid. It actually takes a really long time to get it all in there. He's been putting it in for probably about 2 minutes. How long do you think you'll get out of that? 10 minutes.
That's why it's doing that.
It's got a vacuum leak.
Yeah. And I'm tired of hearing it yelling in my ear.
Yeah, I think we all are. That must be super thick.
It is.
So it just helps the gears to make a connection.
I don't know. It's kind of a magic juice. It just does whatever it does.
Fill in the gaps. That's my scientific idea. So this won't be a permanent fix. The transmission's way too far gone, but hopefully it gets it down where it's easier to work on. Maybe down the road a little bit.
I don't have another turbo 400 either.
Trevin thought you did.
No, I don't. Oh, this one ain't a 400. This one's a turbo 350. I do have a 700 R4 I could put in here.
Well, bolt right up.
No, we'd have to change a lot of shit. That brand new shifter and everything would have to go away because that's a 4-speed. This is a 3-speed.
Oh. So what do you think of that idea?
I don't.
So what's your idea?
Anything newer than 1980 is a piece of shit. Don't buy it.
So what are we going to do with the transmission, I mean?
I don't know. Rebuild it.
How hard is it to rebuild?
A couple days. On my schedule, about a month and a half, 2 months.
No. Make like Nike and just do it. You tried that once?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
20 years later.
And 3 kids? The rooster says get up. I think he's confused.
Yeah, slightly. That's like half the bottle.
That's like honey.
Yeah, it's super thick.
Maybe you need to warm it up first, like honey.
Well, you should put ATF in with it and stir it around.
But it's got plenty of ATF? Yeah. Or no?
Yeah. And I don't think we have any ATF. Let's see if it moves now.
So you just, put everything in your hood and shut it like that. And it's a 50s. It has room for your toolbox, apparently, right there. All right, Lucas transmission, fix what you got. First, it's got to stay running. Oh, she backed up a tiny bit. something's happening. Just nowhere near enough. I think he's going to have to work on squeezing that bottle the rest of the way in there. The fluid, hopefully, doing its job, moving around. You're gonna have to put the rest of that bottle in there. Just this is where I come in handy. I'm a great vehicle pusher. So we just gave her a push and let her go down the hill, and she died. But she's down, so that's a step in the right direction. A lot more work to do to the old girl, but it backs up, so there's one gear. Got to get a little run at it sometimes to get it on the asphalt. Her new spot on some asphalt where we can get underneath and see what we got to do. All right, mad scientist, what's next?
Let it cool off. Maybe drop the pan on the transmission and see what's in the bottom of it. Go from there.
What do you think you're going to see in there?
Clutch material.
Think it's bad tranny or bad clutch or both?
The clutch is in the tranny is bad. That's why it won't move in first gear.
All right, let's see what's in the trunk.
Couple of dead bodies.
I hope not.
Last year's prostitutes. Oh, there they
Shut up. Where are they? Oh, you're a prostitute?
No, there ain't nothing in here. Silicone.
The spare tire spot.
Mira Vista golf course pencil. Wherever the hell that's from.
Maybe Colorado. This car did come from Colorado.
It was supposed to have been the governor of Wyoming's car when he was the governor back in the 50s or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, that's a cool story. Do you know who it was?
I have no clue.
Well, we're going to have to Google something. Maybe we can find pictures.
Yep, let it cool off and see what's going on in there.
All right. At least the engine seems to be okay. Knock on wood. What are you doing?
Getting irritated with the paint job.
Somebody did a poor paint job, so the clear coat is just rotting off.
Resistant. You can see the factory color right there. It was green.
It's a really pretty color. Too bad they didn't do a little better job. There's some Bondo that has came off right here. And where else?
Really the only major Bondo is in the back quarters. Right there's a little bit.
So there's some Bondo cracking there that's going to need to be removed. And do you plan to Bondo it or weld in new material? You'd rather weld in plate metal.
New sheets, new quarters.
New quarters. And right here, pretty good
Yeah.
crack in the Bondo there. back in the window.
Notice it says Chevrolet on this side and nothing on the other side.
I did not notice. The front end's a little crooked, so that's got to be checked into. Let's see what we can do about that. And they just took it off and left it off, huh?
I don't know if it was like that or if it was back in the day. A lot of the cars only had door locks on the passenger side, and that was because they were gentlemen back in the day, and they would unlock the side on the curb to let their girlfriend or wife in, and then they'd come around and get in. The girlfriend or wife would unlock the door from the inside.
Oh.
So that might be what that is it's a Chevrolet emblem so that the people on the curb can see the Chevy emblem, and they didn't give a crap about the driver's side. I don't know. I might be 100% wrong.
Well, good analogy. So while we're waiting, we're going to see if the 72 GMC will fire up the collection. And this is a 36 Chevy?
Yeah, that was 36.
This one has been worked on some, but taking a break from it for a while, working on other things. So maybe one day we'll get back to that. This one's the Pride and Joy. This was Tim's grandpa's truck that he got pretty much brand new. Traded a lawnmower for it or something. Was it a lawnmower or a tractor?
Yeah, he traded a snapper riding lawnmower for this thing when it was just a couple of years old. I can't remember how old it was, but it's pretty much brand new. And my grandpa traded an old Mexican man that needed a lawnmower.
Good trade. Now it's a family jewel.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the frame straightened out. Somebody said they didn't want to turn the fuel pump on.
She's gonna get a jump start too. Oh, there's Trevin. Say hi.
Hi.
We're making our first YouTube videos. Working on the 57.
It's got to charge a little bit.
The battery's 8 years old. Don't know if it's going to take much charge. So maybe this one ain't going to start today. So my son just told me I got to turn my camera around. Where was he this whole time?